our defensive line, they would have scored in that first half. Even in that first 15 to 20 minutes, they're supposed to have scored. If it was Arsenal, they would definitely utilize the chances they have seen in that time. So seeing them playing like that, I know, like, I was a bit scared that if this match should continue like this, these people might score us today. But big shout out to Bukayo Saka for that penalty. The penalty made its way to the back of the net. So once when he scored that goal,
Watch Transit TV right now.
Wow. Transit Sports TV back again. Champions League match day 4, first day of the game day 4. Matches has finished. Arsenal, one of the early games today, doing what they have been doing recently: clean sheet, no shot on target, 3 points, 3 goals, and who else? We have a new debutant on this studio. We'll have Rhoda, an Arsenal fan, to look at this one today and a few of other games that are played today. Rhoda, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. Nice being here.
Yeah, good to see you. Good to have you here. My phone is, forgot to put my phone silent. Yeah, I'm sure you watched the Arsenal game, and when the lineup came out today, obviously Arsenal have a couple of injuries, new injuries. Gyökeres, Arteta had said he was injured, and Zubimendi trained yesterday, but in the last game as well, he had a little bit of knock, so he didn't play today as well. I don't know, what was your thoughts, going into the game with regards to how Arsenal was going to cope in this game, and obviously the names that came in for these two players? What was your thought?
Yeah, when I saw the lineup, I already know Arteta would definitely rotate the lineup today because Zubimendi was obviously suspended in the last game, and Gyökeres with the injury. I know Merino would definitely be the starting 9 today, and I really know I know that this match today is not going to be that easy because this Slavia side too, they are not that easy, even though they have lost most of their game this season already. And I know we are definitely winning the match today.
Yeah, definitely. It looked so, but were you surprised that Arteta went with the back four that we've been having throughout the season, apart from just changing Nkapie for Calafiori? Some rival fans were saying that Arteta went with a very strong lineup in this game. I don't know, what was your take on that? Gabriel Magalhaes started, Saliba played as well, and Timber started, Declan Rice was there, and Saka started as well. What's his name? Trossard was there as well.
Obviously, we don't know what to expect in this game. So definitely, I was expecting the 4 back line to start on the norms. Even I was expecting Calafiori to start this game today. As for me, I was expecting Calafiori, but seeing Nkapie, he was never a less too. He was a good player and a solid player as that. So seeing him on the pitch today, I really want to see him playing much, having much time.
More playing time,
yeah.
Yeah, but people are saying that this lineup was even too strong.
Opposition teams will definitely have something to say about Arsenal. Definitely, even with the people on the bench and the people we have in our first team, they are actually the same thing. So there is no much difference between them. Exactly. So definitely, the opposite teams will definitely be against us. So they will always have everything, like anything to say.
Yeah, then let's get into the game proper. Like the game, the first 5, almost 10 minutes of that game, Prague really came out with high press. They put Arsenal under serious pressure. Yeah, they still didn't manage to muster any clear-cut chance, but you could see that they, like you mentioned earlier on, they're not a cheap side. And if Arsenal was not a team that are really strong defensively, maybe they would have got something out of it before Arsenal eventually, started playing themselves into the game and got a penalty and took the lead. So what did you make of Prague today, the way they approached, especially in the beginning of that game?
Yeah, in the beginning of the game, like in the first 15 to 20 minutes, the match was very, very intense from the Slavia side. They were very, very into the game. So, like I was expecting that, though. I was expecting the match to be like that, because this our own side. If not for our defensive, like they would have scored in that first half. Even in that first 15 to 20 minutes, they're supposed to have scored. If it was Arsenal, they would definitely utilize the chances they have seen in that time. So seeing them playing like that, I know, like I was a bit scared that if this match should continue like this, these people might score us today. But big shout out to Bukayo Saka for that penalty. The penalty made its way to the back of the net. So once when he scored that goal, I think the boys came back to the game fully and we took over the possession.
Yeah, to be honest, I was worried myself as well. The way that game was going the first 15, 20 minutes, I was like, what is going on here? I don't know if it's, and one of the reasons, I don't know if you agree with me, one of the things I found out was Prague was playing with two strikers at the early stage of that game, and that's why Arsenal found it difficult, because the modern game these days, almost everybody plays with one striker. So the Martinelli and Saliba were under pressure. They were always marking one-on-one with their two front men. So making it easy for them to put balls in behind the defense. And each time, what's his name, Ødegaard stepped out, they were exposed. So I don't know. I was a little bit surprised that they were brave enough to put two men up front. And they didn't just do that and stayed back. They were playing Highland as well. And it was a little bit of surprise to me, how they managed to do that. But eventually, Arsenal did what. And there's this guy, Mboji. I don't know what you made of his performance today. One of the players for Prague, one African player. I can't remember the country he came from now. He reminded me of Kudus, the way he was strong on the ball and had a lot of carons as well. And he gave Nkapie some serious trouble today as well.
Yes, that was Moises.
Yeah, there's Moses from Nigeria, then there's one other guy from one African country. I can't remember, Mboji or something like that. Yeah, the guy was really.
Oh yeah. I remember the guy now.
Yeah, he was really very. So let's talk about the penalty. For me, I think Arsenal was lucky to get that penalty. I didn't really see anything. I mean, it was a cross and everybody went up for it. That guy's hand, I don't think that was, for me, if that penalty is given against Arsenal, I don't think I will find it funny. Do you have a different view to that?
I think I have the same view as you too. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt Arsenal was very lucky. Like you mentioned earlier on, now once that goal went in, it was very easy for Arsenal. Obviously, the team grew in confidence and kind of were able to step up their usual high line and press the Prague backwards, and from there the rest became history. One other question I want to ask you is Mikel Merino. Arsenal have been finding it difficult to score open goals for some time now, playing with Bucharest. How does he manage to get, how does he manage to get these chances to score these goals?
In fact, I was telling someone after the match that the person that turned this guy into a midfielder, he made the wrong decision for him that they did that thing. Because this guy, I was expecting this kind of performance from Mikel Merino, because seeing Mikel Merino playing different type of football at Spain and what he's playing here in Arsenal is very, very different. So I was expecting him, maybe we can see this side of him one day. So I'm very happy to see him putting on this performance tonight.
Yes, I'm like Mikel Arteta. I don't think Arteta gets enough credit for what some of the things that he has done with this team. Some of these players, we are not known for some of the things they are doing right now with Arsenal. People now believe Arsenal has signed good players, but when they were signing these players, these names were not any name anybody was actually going for, apart from maybe Breches and the Claret. The rest of these players were signed as just regular players. Look at Timber, look at Gabriel Magalhaes, even Saliba. When Arsenal paid 20 million for him, they were people were complaining. Another very high point of today's game is Max Dorman making history to become the youngest player to play in the Champions League, 15 years plus, I think 200 days. And Arsenal today as well had the 4 clean sheet in their first 4 games in Champions League this season. They have not considered any goal yet. They've won all games, 12 points, and I think they scored 11 goals in that process. So they are really a team making a whole lot of history this season. They've also now kept 8 straight clean sheet, club record, joint club record since 1903 or 04. I can't remember what year that was. So it was a remarkable day for Arsenal today. I don't know if these records mean anything to you. For me, like I tell my friend Uguma, I have PTSD for us doing all this and still not win a trophy. I just want them to win a trophy. I don't care about these records right now. But if they can make all these records and win a trophy, then that would be a very, very memorable season for us. I don't know what your take would be on Max Darman and the other young man as well. I thought I had the confidence to put in. I thought he was going to try to defend the clean sheet and keep the record, but I mean, they were still able to do it. And so I don't know, what did you make of those records today?
Yeah, I was really happy with that record today, because I was expecting Arsenal to definitely keep clean sheet today as well, because seeing them playing this way, I think, and even with all these clean sheets, they should just give us something at the end of the season. This is what all the fans definitely want, not just all this record that they are breaking up and down. We need something solid for it.
Yeah, I mean, well, it looks like it's going to be, because last season, David Raya won the Golden Glove with, I think, clean sheets in the league. Presently, this season, he has 7 already. I don't know if maybe by December, he probably would have won the Golden Glove. Yes, Arsenal winning today, 12 points. They are now second on the table, just behind Bayern on goal difference. I think Bayern Munich, I think they have better goal difference now, but Bayern has scored more goals than Arsenal. Bayern has conceded maybe, I think, 7 or so out of the how many they scored, while Arsenal has not considered anyone in Champions League so far. So good one for Arsenal and their fans. If you're an Arsenal fan out there, what did you make of the game today? Are you happy, or is it an important record that Doma has broken today? And he didn't just break it, he also made some very important moves. There are 2 penalty shouts in the game today. The one Bukayo Saka scored, and the one that was the free game against Arsenal that was overturned by VAR. So let us know what you think about these 2 shouts, and we'll see you again tomorrow. And yeah,